bringing you the best news and views.
You're with Dean Beck, Joy 94.9.
Matthew Wade is the Victorian news journalist for starobserver.com.au. He joins us on the line. Matthew, welcome.
Hi, Dean. How's it going?
Very well, thank you. Now, Matthew, the Victorian government has just announced plans for family violence leave for LGBTI workers. I wasn't even aware that there was such a thing as family violence leave.
Yeah, so there are new plans that they're going to implement, I guess, in the coming months. And it'll apply to all workers, but I think they really wanted to focus on LGBTI people because although the statistics it's very underreported, the stats show that in the LGBTI community, rates of domestic violence are actually a lot higher. So I think given the opportunity to take family violence leave will be a really great initiative and it will really help out a lot of people.
Is there any stats on that has the government released any information as to how many people they expect to be taking family violence leave?
Not that I'm aware of. I know just in general, though, that I think the statistics are around, in Victoria specifically, 1 in 3 same-sex couples experience some form of domestic violence or abuse. So
wow.
It does affect a lot of people. So to have this, when someone experiences family violence, that critical period afterwards when they're looking for support, to not have the pressure of, needing to work, the ability to have paid leave will, I think, have a really big impact in a positive way.
Yeah, very much so. Now, the Jewish Community Council of Victoria held its first LGBTI Community Engagement Symposium last weekend. How did that go?
That's right. So the JCCV, they actually applied for a grant to get funding to do some more engagement programs with the LGBTI community, and this was part of that. So the symposium was basically, it ran over Sunday night and involved a number of Jewish LGBTI people basically talking about their experiences with discrimination, suggesting ways to move forward and improve, and also a lot of academics providing research. And they mostly talked about issues around issues with rabbis and at synagogues. Like, for example, for trans Jewish people who are Orthodox and visit Orthodox synagogues, straight away the seating are divided between men and women, so that immediately poses an issue for trans Jewish people. So things like that were raised and discussed. And so, I think it's a great first step into making the Jewish LGBTI community more welcomed and inclusive.
Good stuff. Now, the Victorian AIDS Council, they've opened up their new exhibition focusing on the Drama Down Under campaign. 8 years it's been going. We spoke to Colin Petroni and to Frank Bonici and Virginia Cummings earlier, but what have you got on the story?
Yeah, so it has been going for a long time. Apparently it's actually the longest running sexual health campaign in Australian history. So most people will probably be familiar with it because it's, plastered around, inside trams, on bus shelters. So they decided to do an exhibition basically chronicling the history of the campaign and also to launch the new series of the campaign, which will soon come out. It's just an incredible feat because, the main purpose of the campaign was to obviously combat the kind of stigma and shame associated with sexual health. And I think it's done a really great job. Simon Ruth, who's the CEO of the Victorian AIDS Council, was saying that, with this next instalment, the focus is really going to be on encouraging people to get tested every 3 months. Because at the moment, I think the average is, people get tested on average 1.3 times a year. So he wants to bump that up to 4.
If that, yes. We really need to get it every 3 months. It must be part of the basic consciousness of our men in our community.
Definitely. And actually, one thing which I thought was interesting is the model who's been in the campaign, he's been in it for the whole 8 years. A lot of people, Simon was saying that despite kind of primarily being targeted towards gay men, he was saying that a lot of heterosexual people also felt they connected to the campaign as well. So they actually thought that it was targeted at them, whereas the gay community thought it was targeted at them. So it's kind of got this, I guess, widespread appeal, which is really amazing. That probably is a testament to its longevity.
Absolutely. Now, we should mention that the exhibition is only open till this coming Monday. It's open from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. today and tomorrow, and then on Saturday from midday till 5, and it's closed Sunday. And then Monday it's open from 10 till 4 again. So get along and see it. It is at the OKLA Gallery, or Okla Gallery, I'm not sure how you say that, but it's at 35 Keel Street in Collingwood. That's K-E-E-L-E Street in Collingwood. And it's a great exhibition. Go and see it. Now, we've also got That's Okay was launched this week. What's this new movement?
Yeah, so it was launched by Lachlan and Charles Beaton. So Lachlan Beaton's a gay footballer. I'm not sure if people are familiar, but he released a YouTube video earlier on in the year that went quite viral. It was just him basically talking about his experience coming to terms with his sexuality. And so now he's got this new movement called Gay That's Okay. And it's basically, its aim is to give young people, to provide them with more courage to feel proud and open about who they are from a young age in particular. And so this weekend, actually, their first official event will be at Melbourne Uni, and there's going to be a football game with, I think the name of the team is the University Blacks Football Club, and they're all going to wear rainbow jumpers in support, so that should be really great. And
also, it's Wear It Purple Day tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow's Wear It Purple Day.
It's gone from strength to strength, hasn't it?
It really has. And, something as small as, honestly, something as small as someone wearing like a purple item of clothing, it goes a long way as being like a really symbolic, show of support. And so, tomorrow it's on. So if anyone has anything purple, I'd recommend throwing it on because, it is definitely now more than ever it's time to show your support for the community. And it really gives people, I think, a sense of community and solidarity.
Matthew Wade is with us. He's the Victorian journalist for starobserver.com.au. Now, Matthew, last night, our former Prime Minister Julia Gillard had a few things to say.
Yeah, so at a lecture in Melbourne last night, Julia Gillard announced that she had changed her mind and is now in support of same-sex marriage, which I guess divided a lot of people. Considering, I guess, the 2 points. So half the people are saying, it's kind of too little, too late. She's not in the position of power to really do anything about it now. So it's almost like it's worthless. I think, like someone was quoted as saying. And then the other half of people are saying, it's better late than never. So it's very dividing, and it's interesting. It's great that it's great that she's got this view now. But like many others, I think.
I think it would have been nice if, as a leader, she showed some leadership.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely would have come in handy, 2 years ago as opposed to the last night. But, yeah.
Matthew Wade, thank you very much for joining us on the line today.
No problem, thanks.
And you can find out all those stories and much, much more at starobserver.com.au.
Joy 94.9 is a GLBTIQ community radio station in Melbourne, Australia. Support Joy 94.9 by becoming a member at joy.org.au.